Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel once again. I remain Victor Odigoma here. In today's discussion, there's something I'm going to show you. The purpose of this video is to educate and inform. You see, the past few days I have been busy with my students' scripts, and I discovered so many things just as I've been discovering in the past, you know. But this time around, I deemed it that it is important I share this thing with the public for the purpose of educating and informing. I'm not going to mention anybody's name. I'm not going to mention any name. I'm just going to show you what the problem is so that each and one of us we can educate ourselves and inform ourselves. My parents out there, my colleagues out there, we can help in this matter, because it's one thing for us to be talking about the failure rate in subjects of students, especially in mathematics, and another thing is for us to be able to find out, figure out what is actually the issue, and to see how we can help and provide solutions to those challenges. So I'm going to lead you to show you some typical issues I saw in the scripts I marked, okay, for you to be able to see these challenges and educate anyone out there, about this so that they can take corrections in this matter. Thank you so much as you joining with me in this quickly. Okay, I need you to look at this script, this write-up. Okay, I'm sure you can look at it carefully. You can see the numbering. Now, can you see whatever this person is writing here? You can see it's very clumsy. So I don't know how any examiner out there or how this person thinks that somebody can be able to make anything out of this. So please let us help, and parents out there, please check what your students are doing in their exercise books. Look into the exercise books and try to help them in any way you can. So I tagged this one bad handwriting. This challenge is, I tagged it bad handwriting. Okay, so let's look at another one. Follow me and look at this graph. Do you see what I wrote there? Graph of what? That's to say this graph doesn't have a title. It doesn't have a title, it doesn't have a scale. So there's no provision for anything to explain anything that is going on inside here. Can you see how the graph is going? Okay, can you see? So it's an issue. It's an issue when you make something like this and you expect your full mark. I don't know. I don't know how it will be. I don't know how it will be. So I label this one no title for table and graph. No title for the graph. Okay. Let's look at it. So look at this now. Do you see how this graph is? Possibly this is because of inability to identify the points, plot them correctly, or usage of bad instruments. When I say use flexible ruler, French curve, or any other this thing that is flexible like broom. So this graph now doesn't make anything. It doesn't make any meaning at all. So I label this one bad instrument to making call. Bad instrument. Either that is bad instrument that warranted this. Okay. Now look at this case now. This one is inability to locate points to be plotted. You can see how this point is supposed to be here, and look at how it was jumped. You see, look at this point. So inability to locate points to be plotted. So when you look at your table should give you the information you are going to plot. You don't assume. You don't assume anything here. Okay, please. One should take these corrections. So this case now has to do with wrong values in table. Wrong values in table. Look here. Can you see this is s squared, and this is when x is minus 3. Do you see what the person wrote there? It's minus 9. So s squared is supposed to be 9, not minus. According to the equation, okay, this table doesn't have a title for the table of values for. It's not there. And then the values inside the table are wrong. I term these wrong values in table. Wrong values in table will make you to get wrong, wrong graph. The graph will be totally wrong, and there's nothing you can do to get anything, any reading to be correct in such a graph. All right, look at this case now. Do you see how this went? Of course, you can see my red barrel there canceling out everything. This is supposed to be a curve, and look at how this is not even what this person presented here. You can't even call it a linear graph. You can't even call it. I don't even know what name to call it. So, what can cause this is poor knowledge of what to do. Poor knowledge of what to do. The person, maybe right from the table down to the graph, lacks adequate knowledge of what the person is supposed to do. So is another causative factor on why one can be able to produce something like this and present it as an answer. So can you see this one? So I term this one uh, incomplete detail. Incomplete detail. And see, you can see here that there is no adequate information provided. Yeah. There's no adequate information provided here. Y, y equals to x squared plus x minus 4 for the interval provided. Okay. Then these values are supposed to be, and then the person provided all this. And when you still check, you still see that the figures are wrong. The figures are wrong. So you realize that the information is not complete. This is not how it's supposed to be to attract your full mark. Please, all these corrections are to be taken. Our aim is to assist in how we can, to help. Many times I don't know, but I'm encouraging parents out there. Please look into what your children are bringing home. Look into their books. Look into the exercise books. Help us teachers to check all these things and make sure that they are doing the right thing and watch these videos to help you know what they are supposed to do. Because I know everybody is not a mathematician. Everybody is not good in mathematics. Everybody is not doing mathematics. So please, informations like this can also help you to know what you're supposed to check inside their materials and know whether they are doing the right thing or not. Please, thank you so much.
So I don't think it is appropriate for anybody to say or anyone to say I don't like mathematics. In as much as I know that in our everyday life we do mathematics, while cooking, while driving, in business, and even to wear your clothes. I don't know if you know that to wear your clothes it requires some level of calculation. So when my students complain I don't like mathematics, I just ask them a simple, do you who wore your clothes today? Who wore your clothes? Who dressed you up? So I don't think it is appropriate to say you don't like mathematics. You do calculation on daily basis. So if there is anyone there that is able to give you the simplification of the algorithms, maybe to make it present it to you in a very simplified format, I think the calculations should be embraced.